In chemistry, you have read about the cell. A cell is having two electrodes and electrolyte. Then different cells are having different electrodes and different electrolyte is used in it. Then beta, we have to do what is EMF, what is electromotive force. It is the potential difference across the, when we are not drawing any current from the cell, when the cell is in open circuit, then the potential difference across the terminals of the cell will be called as its EMF. And that beta, ions are moving inside the circuit. When the chemical reaction will take place, that electrolyte has to wake up, then ions have to move. Negative ions have to move towards the positive electrode and positive ions have to move towards the negative electrode. And current will flow from positive to negative. So it is the amount of, what is EMF? EMF will be equal to amount of work done when the unit positive charge, it moves around the whole circuit, means within the that electrolyte inside the cell as well as outside the circuit. And EMF, always remember, it is different for different cells. Like we are having dry cell, Leclanché cell, voltaic cell. Each cell will be having its own EMF. And beta, EMF, it depends upon the which electrode is there, nature of the electrodes, or you can say material of the electrodes, and upon the type of electrolyte. All the cells will be having different electrodes, different electrolyte. So each cell will be having its different EMF. Then on which factors it doesn't depend. EMF doesn't depend on the size or shape of the electrodes or how much amount we have taken for the electrodes. It doesn't depend upon the shape of the electrodes. It doesn't depend upon the amount of electrolyte. Then beta, what should be what should be the terminal voltage beta? Its symbol is, this was EMF, for EMF, this is for terminal voltage. Its symbol is V beta. When we will connect that cell in the circuit, means when we will start drawing current from the cell, you see we have connected the terminals with some that resistor wire is there. Then what will happen, the voltage across these terminals, means in the external circuit, that will be called as its terminal voltage. And always keep in your mind, this V will be less than its EMF. Suppose that any cell is having its EMF 1.5. When we connected that same cell in the circuit, it's when we will measure the voltage, that is called as terminal voltage. Suppose that its value is coming to be 1.2 volt. Just I am giving you the example. Then beta, it means some voltage drop is there. That voltage drop is denoted by small v. How much voltage drop is there now? 1.5 volt minus 1.2 volt. It means it will be equal to 0.3 volt. Now why that voltage drop is there? Because voltage drop will be there because we are drawing the current from the cell. So it means surely ions energy will get, they have to do more work, so their energy will get wasted, and that energy we will get in the form of this voltage drop. That loss in energy will be in the form of voltage drop. And suppose that sometimes we are connecting the cell for charging. we are charging a cell, then reverse is there. Then EMF is always less and terminal voltage will always be more. When we are drawing the current from the cell, EMF is more, voltage, terminal voltage is less. But when we are connecting that cell for charging, then terminal voltage will be more, but its EMF will be less. Then after that, बच्चे, next term is coming. Then their differences, please learn. What is the difference between EMF and terminal voltage? What is voltage drop? Voltage drop is the difference between EMF and terminal voltage. Then beta, our next topic is internal resistance. What is internal resistance? The internal resistance, again beta, it is the obstruction. The obstruction offered by the electrolyte of the cell. That is called its internal resistance. And internal resistance beta, always it is connected, it is symbolized by small r and it is connected with the cell, because this small r will be associated with the cell. Then this capital R, this capital R is the external resistance. External resistance means resistance of the whole circuit. So if we want to write down the formulas beta, E will be equal to I into R plus R. These formulas will help you in the numericals. Whenever you have to find the value of EMF, always remember you have to include the internal resistance of the cell also, and you have to add external resistance value also with it. E is equal to, like Ohm's law we are studying now, E is equal to IR. In the same way, because EMF is the voltage, I is the current, and here बच्चे R will be equal to R plus R. You have to include internal resistance as well as external resistance also when you have to find out the EMF. Or EMF is given to you, you have to find the value of current. Then I will be equal to E divided by R plus R. Then beta, for terminal voltage symbol is V. It will always be equal to I into R. For terminal voltage, no need to include small r. Only this external resistor will be included in this formula. The next is beta voltage drop. What is voltage drop? Its formula will be I into small r, because it is associated with the cell. And here we will include V is equal to I multiplied by small r. Only we will include the internal resistance. Then beta, different formulas are there. From here you can reduce the formulas. R is equal to V divided by I. Now what is voltage drop beta? What will be voltage drop? It will be equal to E minus V divided by, now I also beta, from here we will use the formula. I will be equal to V divided by R. So next step will be equal to E minus V multiply by, because here we are taking this V by R beta, we are changing this division sign to multiplication. When division sign is changed to multiplication, this value will get reciprocated. So it will become R over V. Then afterward, next step is beta, E minus V divided by V into R. Then after that, because here minus sign is there, separate beta term, it will be E by V minus V by V. So it will come into R. Or you can say it will be equal equal to E by V minus 1 multiplied by R. According to the statement, what they are asking you to have to use the formulas. Firstly, learn these basic formulas. EMF is equal to I into R plus R. Then terminal voltage is equal to I into R. Voltage drop is equal to I into small r. Small r means internal resistance. From here, beta, R will be equal to V divided by I. Then voltage drop will be difference between EMF and terminal voltage. I will be equal to, from the Ohm's law or from that this formula we have find the value, it will be V divided by R. Then after that we change this division sign to multiplication. So this value will get reciprocated. Then after that we separate the terms beta. It will be E by V minus V by V multiplied by R. V will cancel. So it will be E over V minus 1 multiplied by R. According to the requirement, otherwise on the spot also, on the spot you can convert, you can reduce this one with the expression and you can use the formula. Then after that is beta on which factors the internal resistance depends. First factor is beta, it depends upon the distance between the electrodes. Beta, if distance between the electrodes will be more, then ions have to travel more distance, so more will be the internal resistance. Then second one is beta, second factor is surface area of the electrodes. If area will be more, then they will get more freedom, so less will be internal resistance. Third one is beta, how much concentrated is the electrolyte. Concentrated means which is having more density. If the electrolyte will be more denser, it means the ions will feel difficulty in their movement beta, and it means internal resistance will be more. Then the last factor is temperature of the electrolyte. If temperature will be more, the density of the concentration of the electrolyte will reduce. And if concentration of the electrolyte will reduce, it means ions will get freedom for their movement, and so internal resistance